the Jericho ground. Where I'm from, we always begin with prayer. Prayer of the backhanded. Not the palm, not the pear tree switch, not the broomstick, nor the closest extension cord, not his braided belt, but God. Bless the back of my daddy's hand, which, holding nothing tightly against me and not wrapped in leather, eliminated the air between itself and my cheek. Make full this dimpled cheek, unworthy of its unfisted print, and forgive my forgetting the love of a hand hungry for reflex, a hand that took no thought of its target, like hail from a blind sky, involuntary, fast, but brutal in its bruising. Father, I bear the bridge of what might have been a broken nose. I lift to you what was a busted lip. Bless the boy who believes his best beatings lack intention, the mark of the beast. Bring back to life the son who glories in the sin of immediacy, calling it love. God, save the man whose arm, like an angel's invisible wing, may fly backward in fury, whether or not his son stands near. Help me hold in place my blazing jaw as I think to say, excuse me. This next poem's, I wrote this next poem after finding out about and being confounded by the very long list of people who have supposedly committed suicide while in police custody. That list includes people like Jesus Huerta in North Carolina, who after having been patted down while on the walk from the police car to the building where he was to be booked, while handcuffed, somehow supposedly managed to shoot himself in the back corner of his head. Or Victor White III in Louisiana, where I'm from, who, after having been patted down while handcuffed, sitting in the back seat of a police car, supposedly somehow managed to shoot himself in his upper back. Or Sandra Bland in Texas, who after a day of fighting for her life, hung herself with a trash bag in a cell where there is live video footage. That live feed goes out. The coroner tells us that it goes out at just the moment she must have hung herself with the trash bag. Bullet points. I will not shoot myself in the head, and I will not shoot myself in the back, and I will not hang myself with a trash bag. And if I do, I promise you, I will not do it in a police car while handcuffed or in the jail cell of a town I only know the name of because I have to drive through it to get home. Yes, I may be at risk, but I promise you, I trust the maggots who live beneath the floorboards of my house to do what they must to any carcass more than I trust an officer of the law of the land to shut my eyes like a man of God might, or to cover me with a sheet so clean my mother could have used it to tuck me in. When I kill me, I will do it the same way most Americans do. I promise you, cigarette smoke, or a piece of meat on which I choke, or so broke I freeze in one of these winters we keep calling worst. I promise if you hear of me dead anywhere near a cop, then that cop killed me. He took me from us and left my body, which is, no matter what we've been taught, greater than the settlement a city can pay a mother to stop crying, and more beautiful than the new bullet fished from the folds of my brain. My most recent book, The Tradition, includes a form I invented called the duplex. The duplex is at once a hustle, a sonnet, and a blues poem. I'll read one for you now so that you can hear. Duplex. I begin with love, hoping to end there. I don't want to leave a messy corpse. I don't want to leave a messy corpse full of medicines that turn in the sun. Some of my medicines turn in the sun. Some of us don't need hell to be good. Those who need most need hell to be good. What are the symptoms of your sickness? Here is one symptom of my sickness. Men who love me are men who miss me. Men who leave me are men who miss me in the dream where I am an island. In the dream where I am an island, I grow green with hope. I'd like to end there. I'd like to finish with some love poems. Can I read you some love poems? I'd like for everybody leaving to leave much faster. Fast, run, run. Don't ever come back. Hurry, hurry, you're going so slow. And she just was like, never mind. The only thing you need to know, well, maybe you don't need to know this, but I like this fact. I like the fact that Billy Strayhorn wrote Lush Life when he was still a teenager. Lush Life is one of my favorite songs, and I like to hear it on anyone. My favorite version of Lush Life is Natalie Cole's version. Obviously, Nat King Cole has a brilliant version of Lush Life. Even Queen Latifah has a gorgeous version of Lush Life. It's pretty good. It's a very complex and difficult song to play and to sing. If you don't know it, please look it up on your Spotify. Every time I think about the fact that Billy Strayhorn wrote Lush Life when he was still a teenager, I really hate Billy Strayhorn. Track 1, Lush Life. The woman with the microphone sings to hurt you, to see you shake your head. The mic may as well be a leather belt. You drive to the center of town to be whipped by a woman's voice. You can't tell the difference between a leather belt and a lover's tongue. A lover's tongue might call you bitch, a term of endearment where you come from, a kind of compliment preceded by the word sing in certain nightclubs. A lush little tongue you have, you can yell, sang bitch, and I love you with a shot of Patron at the end of each phrase from the same bar stool every Saturday night. But you can't remember your father's leather belt without shaking your head. That's what satisfies her, the woman with the microphone. She does not mean to entertain you, and neither do I. Speak to me in a lover's tongue. Call me your bitch, and I'll sing the whole night long. This is a poem about cuddling. Cuddling's the only thing I like more than poetry. Stand. Peace on this planet, or guns glowing hot. We lay there together as if we were getting something done. It felt like planting a garden or planning a meal for a people who still need feeding. All that touching or barely touching, not saying much, not adding anything. The cushion of it, the skin and occasional sigh, all seemed like work worth mastering. I'm sure somebody died while we made love. Somebody killed somebody black. I thought then of holding you as a political act. I may as well have held myself. We didn't stand for one thought, didn't do a damn thing. And though you left me, I'm glad we didn't.